Picky buyers, ease up on the pursuit of finding that perfect home. Allow us to tell you why.
Hi, all. Thank you for joining us on the Hatch Homes Group Weekly Money Market Update. You have Randolph and Michelle here with Hatch Homes Group. And this week, we're going to talk about perfection. Does it really exist in a home? Active buyers out there have been especially, dare we say, picky these days. And to preface this whole thing, we totally understand. Everything is more expensive with inflation. And then as buyers, you have higher interest rates and housing prices have gone up the past few years. So it feels like you're paying a lot of money and you want to get the perfect house. Well, we want to kind of help you understand what perfection really is when it comes to the housing market and set the expectations of what you can get when you're looking for a home. It's one of the biggest jobs we do as a trusted realtor.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we often say that if the house meets roughly about 80% of your needs, then it is the right house for you. Michelle, you have a way of explaining this, I think. It's called a real estate triangle. What is that? Can you explain?
Yeah, absolutely. Many of my clients watching, hopefully, will have heard this before. But I call it a real estate triangle. And full disclosure, I learned this from another realtor, top producing agent in our office, Rita Dua, many years ago. And I've used it ever since because it's a really good example. So you have a triangle. One of the points of the triangle is the price of the house, such as determined by the market comparables and what the activity is doing. And then the second point of the triangle, you have the neighborhood. And, there's not much you can do to change the neighborhood, but it's the place you want to be, right? The neighborhood you want to live in, the lifestyle. And it's definitely important in Portland. Anyway, so that's the second point. The first is the price, the neighborhood, and then the third is obviously the house and what it offers you, like the lifestyle, if it's updated or not, has the right aesthetics that you're looking for. So as you start looking and touring homes with us, you'll find that these 3 points rarely ever align to make that perfect circle. So for example, you may have a house that is just beautiful. It's all updated. You can move right in and it's in the neighborhood you really want. But the price is above your budget or stretching you to a point that's uncomfortable. But that's something you have to reconcile. And then also, the more common one I find is that you have the right you have the right price in the right neighborhood, but the house it needs some work, probably a lot of work. And so again, this is the scenarios we find most often. And it's kind of where we help you kind of get your head around that triangle.
Great explanation, Michelle. So as you know, we do our best to coach our clients on where the give and take is and dial in what is most important, right? So a lot of people also want to have that feeling it's the one when you step inside the house.
Yeah, I love that. When you're touring houses and you just walk in and you're like, oh, this is it. I love it. Yeah. Let's make an offer.
I agree.
That's important for sure. But again, it's learning as you go, right? And knowing that perfection doesn't really exist. You're not, unfortunately, even in the natural world, there's just no such thing as perfection. Even though we build it up in our head and we're paying good money for it, all those things. So hopefully this was helpful for you. Please reach out and let us know if you ever have any questions.
Yeah, that's so true. And thank you, Michelle. Great explanation. And for you, for our Monday market update, thank you for joining us. Hatch Home Group would love to help you. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Thank you.